Hi guys, so Lord Frost, the Brexit Minister, spoke a few days ago at the Conservative Party conference where he once again raised the spectre of invoking Article 16 of the Northern Ireland Protocol. Now, I've said before, those who shout the loudest about Article 16 seem to understand it the least. Either Frost doesn't understand it, or what's more likely, he's pretending not to, in order to convince Brexiteers in Northern Ireland and Great Britain that it will bring down the protocol. It will bring the protocol crashing down by just invoking Article 16. Now, Frost demanded an official response, a formal response from the European Union to the alleged changes he wants to make to the protocol. And while the EU hasn't delivered a response, senior members of the Commission have reiterated that the Northern Ireland Protocol, which is part of the Withdrawal Agreement, will not be renegotiated. Now, Maroš, Šefčovič, the Vice President of the European Commission, shot down once again any chances of a renegotiation. Let's hear what he had to say when he was a guest speaker at the IIEA.
We need long-lasting solutions to provide predictability, stability and certainty in the Northern Ireland. For this effort to be successful, however, it must be done together with our UK partners. Joint engagement for shared solution. But let me also be clear about what we will not do. We will not renegotiate the protocol as the UK is requesting. And we will not accept solutions which would effectively mean cutting Northern Ireland off from the EU single market and related opportunities. Finally, allow me to touch on Article 16. A lot has been said by the UK politicians about the possibility of the UK triggering Article 16. I do not think that this has been helpful. It distracts us from working together to find solutions, and it would not help us find solutions any quicker. After all, it has taken us 5 long years to get where we are today. So it is clear that there are no quick, easy fix solutions to what is an extremely complex situation.
Okay, so once again, the negotiations will not, there will be no renegotiation taking place for the withdrawal agreement or the protocol, something that Lord Frost has demanded. He said, look, the protocol is not working, we need to renegotiate it. The problem is not the protocol. The problem is one side is not upholding their side of the bargain. Lord Frost negotiated the protocol with the European Union. He signed it, and then he delivered it to Boris Johnson, who ran a political campaign based on that. Remember, getting Brexit done included his oven-ready deal. The oven-ready deal was the withdrawal agreement, and contained within the withdrawal agreement, of course, is the Northern Ireland Protocol. Now, the solutions that Brexiteers are attempting to provide are, let's trigger Article 16, which will suspend the protocol. It doesn't do that, and I've said this before. Look at the protocol itself. Article 16 allows you to suspend part of the protocol for a limited amount of time, and it has limited scope, and it requires the input of both sides. It doesn't suspend the protocol. Now, the other alternatives that some Brexiteers are talking about is putting a border on the island of Ireland, but then that runs into conflict with the Good Friday Agreement. The people who are suggesting this never actually signed up to the Good Friday Agreement in the first place. I'm pointing the finger here at the DUP. The DUP never supported the Good Friday Agreement, and they're happy to use it as a cudgel against the protocol, while they voted for Brexit. They campaigned for Brexit, and they continue to support Brexit. They want a border on the island of Ireland, and they're trying to use whatever influence they have, which is limited, on the British government. So it's the Irish government has said that there will be no renegotiation of the withdrawal agreement. The European Commission have said the same thing. So if you have two sides, and then the only people who are asking for it are the British government. Now, you need to have both sides come together and say, yes, it's not working, we need to renegotiate it. The European Commission have not said it's not working. They say it is working, you just need to implement it. And isn't it interesting that Lord Frost or Boris Johnson or his government have never come forward with tangible examples, something we can look at clearly and say, okay, this is why the protocol is not working. They will talk about medicines, which is not really an issue. It's just something that has been injected into political discourse. They talk about goods not being able to arrive in Northern Ireland, but businesses are adapting. You can't continue just to try and chip away at the protocol. You need to implement it. You need to work within its framework. And you also have to sit down with the European Commission and say, okay, there is this problem. How do we get over it? And I have highlighted problems in the past that, as a consequence of the protocol, as a consequence, remember, of the Brexit that Boris Johnson and the ERG wanted. The protocol is not perfect, but it mitigates the damage that Brexit is inflicting upon Northern Ireland. Remember, there aren't fuel shortages in Northern Ireland. There aren't empty shells in Northern Ireland. Scotland, for example, would love to have something like the protocol. Wales too. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.